Oh, this is this point of the live stream where I try to work backwards and prep myself for the stream, even though I should have been prepped, but I am consistently inconsistent. So, yeah, that's what's up. And it's really kind of all mental bullshit until like the 3-minute mark. I've said this time and time again, but it is so true because of the way in which YouTube works. They are sticklers. They are sticklers for. Let's turn this shit back. I've already lost everybody that's tried to find this after the stream, but it's so true. They're sticklers for proper preparation prevents poor performance. Wow, that was alliteration. Where's my bell? Bing, 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 bong. They think that nobody can do a live performance until they're 3 minutes in. So I use this opportunity. I create a poll because that helps like the little people we're allowed to have because of the double secret probational rules that are on me for whatever fucking reason. So we're going to do a poll. I don't know what we should poll, but we'll poll something, and then I will do tongue twisters and get my vocal warm-ups in, and we will get this show rocking and rolling. Okay, how about favorite candy bar? I like that. Favorite candy bar. And just so you know, I'm not like touching my body here. I'm actually filling in the poll, so I can't see you, but I know you can see me. How about M's? Any flavor. Flavor. How about Skittles? Skittles. How about peanut butter cups? Peanut. Oh, that's accidentally capitalized. Cups. Oh well. Cups. And then we need a fourth one. How about Kit Kat bar? Cat bar. Okay, let's start that poll. Poll has been started. We're off like a prom dress on a Friday fucking afternoon. Guess who hasn't done any of their shit today? Oh, fuck me. That's me. I'm in jail. Boy, can we get something to go right ever? Like, that's kind of the story of my life. I'm not complaining. It kind of sounds like I'm complaining. It's just, you know what? Even when I'm super prepared, shit like this happens all the time. Like, I'm glad it's just me and my thoughts. Oh, Spring Ass, hi. It's not just me and my thoughts anymore. Damn it, now it's a show. Spring Ass, what's happening? How's your day going? Give me a scale. Give me a numeric scale of how the heck you're doing. Are we doing 100 pounds, 200 pounds, 300 pounds, 400 pounds, 500 pounds? Give me on a 10 scale. How are we feeling today? Are we feeling like a 7.2, 7.8? Are we in the 8s? Are we in the 3s? Tell me stories. I want to listen to you. But I will say, Spring Ass, thank you so much. Tonight's video release on YouTube is going to be very questionable, ladies and gentlemen. Very questionable. It includes me without a t-shirt. So viewer discretion is advised. It's not indicative of all the things we normally do here in the NuttyButter111 land. But I wanted to do something fun and exciting for Father's Day because I'd already launched the Father's Day video. And I did a dad bod video, which is coming to you at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. 10. 4. Even if you split that difference, a little math for you, is 6, which is not too freaking bad at all. I'll take a 6. Some days have to be 6s, so then when you get an 8, you know you're on a really great heater of a streak, right? You're hotter than fish oil because things are so good. Cummins, what's your favorite candy bar? Tell me places, tell me things. Old Home Place, please. I don't know what Old Home Place, please, is. Is that a song? Is that where I should be doing my live streams in an old folks home? I think that is. Kit Kat. I love Kit Kats. Kit Kats are amazing. Do you like the standard ones or the chocolate ones? Cummins. Spring Ass. Ozusis. I love that. That sounds like something that lives in the ocean and has more than 2 legs. But yes, Cummins. What else? What's your favorite side dish on Thanksgiving? Favorite side dish. So no turkey, no dessert. What's your favorite side dish? It could be collard greens. It could be sweet potatoes. It could be the stuffing. It could be the turkey. It could be the rolls. I don't know. Mine's sweet potatoes. I like the caramel. I like the chocolate, the marshmallow. Basically things that make me look like this. These are my favorite. Chocolate. Yeah, I love chocolate. Obviously, I love chocolate. If we're talking Kit Kats still, I'm going to go white chocolate all day. I like the white chocolate Kit Kats. They are my favorite. I do like a standard Kit Kat as well. Have you tried the mint ones, Cummins? They are just jokes. Hey, Skittles all day and all the way. I like that. They're just jokes. I wish I had that name. That would make more fucking sense with what I do than NuttyButter111. People are like, what the fuck is NuttyButter111? I'm just like, I'm a little bit nutty. I mean, like, what can you do? What can you say? But I wish I had that name. That's so much better than my fucking name. Especially when I released the one at 6:30 p.m. The daily comedy sketch is going to be off the walls bonkers. Going to probably lose some subscribers over that. Which reminds me, if you haven't liked, subscribe, please do. It's free. It'll make you feel reasonably good on the inside. We have 2 likes. We're halfway to our quota, so I ring the cowbell for each thumbs up. Thank you so much. It's free to do. You need an activity while you're listening to my shit anyway, so thank you so much for that. Our goal, our lifetime achievement goal, is 10 thumbs in one live stream broadcast. And I tell you what, it's been close. It's been close once. We got 8. 8 is our high score, I think, on the thumb side of town. Why do we want 10 thumbs? Well, I don't really like round numbers, but the reason, we got a third like, what? We got 5 thumbs. We got 5? That's a fist. Well, the reason we want 10 is it's 2 fists. I know you got sensitive ears. So, yeah, we ring the cowbell for thumbs up. Holy shit, we got 5? I should just end the stream here. It'd be a winning fucking stream. Yeah, so our goal is 10. Oh, now somebody disliked it. Now it's 4. Now we're back to reality. They recanted their thumb. Sorry, maybe it was the swearing or the excitement. Either way, I got to learn to contain myself. This is probably how I'm never going to reach 10, at least in the next few months. But that is our goal. Our goal, of course, is 10 thumbs, because that is 2 fists. Anywhooser, that's just a joke. I do a lot of trolling. So are you the one that recanted your thumb? Oh, no, we're back to 5. I appreciate that. Can I get an opinion on someone? Of course you can, Victor. What's up? What's up, Victor? How have you been? Victor, what's your favorite animal? But yes, you can get, don't retract. I don't like retractions. And I lost a thumb. Damn it, I called you out, huh? You don't have to tell me anything. But yes, I'm happy to give you an honest opinion. We're taking the thumbs and we're removing the thumbs. And then I'm going to double check everything in my brain. I'm going to just constantly replay what I could have done differently to get that 5th thumb. That was a whole fist I had, and I said something dumb. I don't even know. I was on a live stream, a few dozen of them last night, thinking how terrible they were, and they offered no substance and nothing to the viewer. And they had shit tons of thumbs and shit tons of people, and I didn't see even an opportunity to recant a thumb. But you guys pull it off somewhere. So you retract messages and retract thumbs. I love the emoji, Springdass. Thank you so much. What do you think of Disha Panta purely based on looks? I don't know what that is, but I know a 90s band called Dishwalla, and I like them. Tell Me All Your Thoughts on God is their, but I believe the song is not called Tell Me All Your Thoughts on God. I think it's Counting Blue Cars. Is that right? It might be Counting Blue Cars. I'm a fan of Dishwalla, but I have inner feelings that cry a lot. My favorite animal is the lion. I like it. Victor, stop recanting, bud. I mean, we're all friends here. We're going to get a total of like 4 people on this stream. So every thumb matters to me. Every message matters. It's all free will, man. There's no issues here. No judgments. I like you. I'm not going to be rude or insensitive. Okay, but you can. It's fine. Just don't recant and don't restrict my thumb. I feel like the thumbs are my currency. And I'm very protective of the thumbs. So when they disappear, I get a little emotional. Because I'm striving. I'm working real hard, YouTube and algorithm people. I'm working real hard to get 10 thumbs because it's 2 fists. And if they're going to fist me, they might as well double fist me. You know what I mean? Like a BOGO fist. Like just, I got 2 holes. Just fit. That's too much. And then I'll probably lose another thumb for that joke. I know it's a very sensitive crowd on a Monday afternoon, but it's Monday. It's a Monday. Who cares? Like, who cares? What are you going to do? You going to arrest me? Fine. Do it. At least I don't have to cook dinner, right? Don't have to, well, unless the Pacers game. That's a problem. Can you play a song, Old Home Place? I can look up Old Home Place. A shout out, Springass, yeah. Springass, what's up? Happy Monday, Springass. Delighting your day with donut talk and adult content. Yes, indeed. Game on. They're just jokes. I really love that. I really love that name. That's a solid gold name. We had somebody yesterday that's like, I am a proper positive potato or something. I fucking love that name too. Some great names, some great emojis. I appreciate that. What is the song I'm looking up? Old Home Place. Look at that. Is that JD Crow? We'll see. I don't know. Oh, that's cool. Is that what I remind you of? The dueling banjos? That's fine. I have a little bit of redneck in me. It's very okay. I used to drink, when I drank 30 packs of beer, it would be the Beast Light, I called it. It was Old Milwaukee's best, and it was light, so I could drink more of them. I was always a quantity over quality man. Now I think I'm more shifted now. I'm more quality over quantity. I think if I'm going to do something, I'd like it to be the very best it could possibly be over just a bunch of shit that I'm going to throw out the wall and see if it works. That being said, from the guy that's done 127 consecutive comedic sketches, I am consistently inconsistent, as we know. So, I mean, most people will just do the best job they could for one amazing sketch. Not this guy. Not this guy right here. Which reminds me, I didn't do the sketch before the stream today. So I will definitely need to figure out what sketch I'm going to do today. The release for YouTube is in queue. It's for 6:30 p.m. 6 likes. Oh, well, I appreciate it, Spring Ass, but we're on my screen it says 4. Our plateau was 5. And I saw 5 and I'm like, I should just head out. Like, it's not going to get any better than this, even though I'm an optimist and I fantasize and I dream and I visualize about having 10 thumbs up. I'm watching a guy sleep. He's sleeping last night at like 2 a.m. because I have a sleeping problem and an eating disorder and emotional distress. And I'm trying to fucking fall asleep and I don't know why I can't put down the phone. And this guy's just sleeping and he's got like 213 thumbs up. I'm like, how the hell? He's not doing anything of value. And people are just liking the shit out of him. And people are donating money. Like, whether he's really sleeping or not, he's going to open his eyes and he's going to be like, he's going to have like $50 because all he did was like close his eyes, did not say anything. There's no music playing. There's nothing of value. And I'm like, here I am trying to do games, trying to play music, trying to do everything, tell you stories of my past, trying to offer advice. Anyway, I digress. Blazer Wolf, what's going on? You'll be like, what? I'm asking everybody what their favorite candy bar is, but you can tell me your favorite, I don't want to say position. How about your favorite sports team? You can tell me your favorite supports team. How about that? You can tell me anything you'd like, though. Spring Ass, I love those emojis. You know I do. You look like a discounted version of Mark Henry's after Ozempic. I don't know who Mark Henry is, but I will take that. Probably a wrestler, I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm here to support you. Cumins, I appreciate that. Or is it Cummins? Either way, I like it. I see the CUM and I get all excited. It's just who I am. It's how I was raised. I really never evolved past 14. Like, 14 was the mental, like, that was the maxi taxi for my emptiness, my intelligent level. Patriots. Oh, okay. You might have a really great team. Drake Mayo looks pretty decent. He's got wide receivers if Stephon Diggs can stay out of jail. We'll see. The Ravens. I like the Ravens. I like the Ravens too. I think the Ravens are due for. I thought last year was going to be the Ravens' years, but it could be this year. The Eagles. That was uneventful for me. I'm not a fan. They're just jokes. What? Yes? I don't know which one that was in reference to. I read a little slow. I look at letters and I think of like sexual things. It's very perverse. 5 likes. No, still at 4. Still at 4. We were at 5. We were at 5 likes. And then somebody recanted. I think it was Victor. We're not going to name shame him, but I think he got embarrassed and decided to bolt, which is fine. But just leave me the likes. Like, if you need to leave, but leave me the likes. I felt like I earned it. That is my currency, ladies and gentlemen. When you subscribe, when you like, that is how I get internally monetized, because I'm not monetized, not even fucking close. But that's payment internally for me. I don't get a paycheck or anything like that, but I appreciate that. Those thumbs go a long way. And then I think about hitchhiking in simpler times when it was like the 80s and you could do things. And aside from unprotected sex with men, which I wouldn't do anyway, but aside from that, you could really do anything you wanted in the 80s. The 80s were so much fun. I remember because I was 6 in 1989. Diggs, he needs to calm down. Diggs, and then who's that fuck for Antonio Brown? There was a warrant out for Antonio Brown's arrest. I don't know if he still has a warrant outstanding for him, Antonio Brown. That guy's a fucking lunatic. Like, who just rips off their jersey and is like, I'm done, and brags about fucking Tom Brady's wife before he's divorced? He's crazy. Spring Ass, thank you so much. Yeah, please like, subscribe. I think the people that are around here are either subscribed or there's not a lot of like visitors, right? We have our few, and I'm grateful for our few, and we just do the best we can with what we have. We have 4 people that have voted thus far in your favorite candy bar. I'm open to do polls too. If you have any recommendations or setting for polls, I'm happy to fact find that for you. Happy to try a different poll. The only thing with the polls that I dislike so much is, one, I don't know how to preset them before I go live. And 2, if I have a poll that's similar to somebody else that's live, think of all the people that are live right now in different countries, age demographics. If I have anything that resembles their live like poll, it ends my stream. That's a true story. It's happened to me more than half a dozen times on YouTube. So, we've got a 5th thumb. Let's hope I won't draw too much attention to it because I want it to stick. I want it desperately to stick. But yeah, if I put in, like yesterday, I couldn't do what did you get, Dad, for Father's Day. I had to think of something else because if it resembles anybody else's poll, it will end my stream and I have to start over. And that means I have to put the tags in, the title, the description. It's a thing. Spring Ass. Yeah, but please subscribe. Yeah, I would appreciate that. That is my currency. I did that. Oh, Blazer Wolf. Thank you so much. Do you prefer wolf or wolf? I like the wolf. I like the latter. It's really great players. They started acting insane. Yeah, I mean, there is a lot of drama. There's a lot of drama with NFL wide receivers, and that's why I love them. I grew up liking Michael Irvin, and people of that degree because they were so flamboyant and so crazy. Even Deion Sanders and shit. Like, the Jerry Rices of the world were very boring to me. They didn't have a lot of personality. Ocho Cinco, T.O., those were like guys I had jerseys of because I'm like, those are badasses. They just do whatever the fuck they want. But because they know how to play, like, they get away with it, right? Like, results behoove behavior any day of the week. And that's if you're good enough to fucking play and you're good enough in anything that you do, then it doesn't really matter how big of a fuck up you are, right? Because results reign king. Wolf, I like it. Spring Ass, no, don't leave. Why are you leaving? You gotta go? That's fine. I understand. Life, people have lives. People like do things that I don't normally do, like eat on time or a sensible time of the day. People sleep. I don't know what that's about. I struggle with that every fucking day. People do things, right? And I don't really do things. This is my life. I live stream for 30 to 60 minutes a day. I create an original sketch and then I post shit. And I try to improve the brand here, the Nutty brand. And it is exhausting. But I'm on day 126, and I got to do a sketch after this, and I'm grateful that I can do it. Let's do a round of Would You Rather. I don't know, unless you guys want some softcore smut that I've been sitting on for now a week and a half. I've gotten in these game modes, and I haven't been reading the PG-13 and stuff that I've written. But let's try a Would You Rather. That one's stupid. Okay, well, this one's okay. This one's a PG rated one. Oh, speaking of sleep, yeah, I hate it. My lady is like that. She can fall asleep in public places too, which to me is the worst. That's the one cardinal sin to me of sleep is like, I can't allow myself to relax in case there's like a threat or danger. I just can't chill. I've only been able to sleep on an airplane once, and I was so hungover and then got drunk real quick after that I had no choice. Like, my body just shut down. I was in my early 20s. It was a disgusting period of my life, but I digress. Yeah. Spring Ass, I would love to get some merch, and it would be like, I'd love to have a nut as like a brand symbol, like an icon, an imagery of something, and just be like maybe just Little Nutty. I'm a little nutty. Call me Nutty. Call me Nutty's got a ring to it. Just a white shirt, so maybe brown lettering, yellow lettering or something, and then like a picture of a peanut, a very large phallic-looking one. Would you rather sleep, because that was on cue, so you did manifest that. Would you rather sleep next to someone who can't stop snoring? So it's going to keep you awake unless you're okay with the snoring, right? Or you got earplugs. I've had ladies that were next to me that I think I have a thing for snoring women. I myself rarely snore. I have to be very intoxicated to snore, which is odd given my girth, my bigness, my rotundness. But would you rather sleep with someone next to somebody who can't stop snoring or can't stop tossing and turning? And a man of the people as I am, along the lines with the tossing and turning comes the sheet stealing. the thievery of sheets and blankets and comforters and bidets, whatever they're called, fitted sheets get torn off corners of beds. I've seen it. It's a nightmare. So would you rather have somebody that can't stop snoring or can't stop tossing and turning? That is the question right now. That is the first question on this Monday early evening. I don't know. Tossing and turning all the way. So you would rather have somebody toss and turn than snore? I think I would rather have somebody snore than toss and turn. Because snore, I could leave the... I think both I would leave the room. I rarely sleep in the same room as my partner. I just don't want to do it anymore. I'm not at that age where I'm like, I can still love you. I can still be a part of this relationship and not be in the same room with you when we sleep. Because sleep to me is so few and far between as it is. It's such a pain in the ass that I don't want to sacrifice it just to listen to you snore or have you want to touch. The thing that really drags me insane about women, I'm sure not every one of them is like this, but in my experience, they all are. They always want a piece of their body touching mine. And if you couldn't tell, I run hot. And so the last thing I want to do on a summer night is have a body part that's not mine touching me, or having a fucking dog in the bed. It's like, I just don't want that. I don't want that in my life. I'm of that age. I don't have to have it, and I refuse to. Younger man's game, I would just be like, okay, I'm just going to be annoyed internally and let it build and build and build until she pisses me off about something else, and then explode about that too, because that's what old men do. But yeah, I don't like it. I'd rather just sleep in another room. Spring ass retracted. No, don't be team retraction. Be team attraction. Be team, can you just leave the room? Yeah, I think you, in reference to the sleep thing, of course you can. There's no, you're not tied down. You're not in a prison. You're not in jail, which is in the corner right there. But this is how we lose people, as I go on rants. Tossing and turning all the way. Yep, I agree. Or spring ass, it'd be hilarious if you were like mentioning to me that I could just leave the room, because you're right, I could just leave the room right now. And I should have, like at 8 minutes, that was our climax, that was our plateau. So then if anybody rewatches this later, they could be like, that was a very interesting 8 minutes of my life that I watched that guy for. Maybe I should subscribe, and maybe I should watch more of his rhetoric and chaos, in the future. And I'd be like, yes. Little do they know that I do at least 30 minutes, like it or not. Sometimes I go over an hour. Who knows? I can't stand snoring. Yeah, they are just jokes. I agree. Snoring is bad, especially when it's really loud and like their mouth is penetrating your ear. Like they're open like a frog. Do frogs open their mouths? That's a bad... Like a hippopotamus eating a pumpkin. How about that? Hippopotamus eating a pumpkin. That's a better one. We've all seen it, right? They're huge force. Their mouth, they just tranquil. They swallow that fucking pumpkin whole like animals, because they are. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I would rather the snoring, though, because if I had to, if push came to shove, literally, I could put in earplugs or I could just try to tune it out. But once somebody's touching my body and like I'm super hot, I'd fall asleep if I was annoyed with noise, but I wouldn't fall asleep if somebody was moving and constantly touching me when I was already hot. Like I said, I run hot, and one of my biggest pet peeves when I used to travel a lot was going to new hotels and not being able to figure out the air conditioner, or the air conditioner not working, especially in winter months. Like, just because it's cold outside doesn't mean it's cold inside, and I don't want to sleep when it's 75 fucking degrees inside. I want to sleep when it's like 62. 62 is usually the lowest you can go in a hotel room, and 62 is the coldest, so I would rather like not be able to move when I got up than fucking go to sleep and be like, I'm sweating and I can't concentrate. I sleep well when I'm cold. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They're just jokes. You're absolutely right. When you don't have a choice and like a budget's a thing for work and you have to travel with people, especially strangers, and you don't know their routine, like, do they have to jerk off before they go to bed? Are they going to do it in the bathtub? Is it okay to shit? Like, how bad is my shit going to be? Those questions are humanistic questions that we rarely ask one another, especially when we're pinned together in a hotel room like a Holiday Inn Express with a fucking stranger. And you're with Rick from accounting, who looks like me, sounds like me, and is just a jerk. But then your name's Kevin, and you're just kind of a nice, sensitive guy, and then you're self-conscious about all the inner magical alignings of yourself that you need to do before you go to bed. Maybe you like to pray aloud, and now you feel like that's not okay to do. Maybe you like to binge eat Cheez-Its and watch The Twilight Zone, and you don't have that freedom or liberty. anymore. Yeah, that's a would you rather. Would you rather? We'll put this on hold. I asked this yesterday, and we didn't get a lot of responses, but see if there's anybody that wants to respond today. Maybe they're just jokes, you have an opinion. I'm not directing this toward you, but around you if you want to ask. If you were stuck on a deserted island, and you can only have one person with you, and they had to be a celebrity, they have to be alive, they have to be a celebrity, who would you choose? You can give me a why. I would prefer a why, but just who would you choose? Because I was thinking about that question yesterday. And nothing came to mind besides the only person I could think of was somebody I would not think of, right? But it was just organic, came to me like a spell in my brain. And it was Katy Perry. And I don't know why. Like, I don't find her super attractive. I don't find her unattractive. But I don't know why I would pick Katy Perry. I'm surprised I wouldn't pick like Rachel Ray or somebody that at least if I learned how to fish, which I don't, if I learned how to hunt, which I don't, they could at least find a way to cook it. And then, again, it would have to be a necessity for me would be female. Like, because I would have humanistic needs. Maybe we try to rebuild humanity together. I don't know. But like a Rachel Ray would be okay. But I would want like a survivalist that knew shit. Like how to build forts and stuff. Maybe how to cut bamboo, skin a caribou if caribou exists on deserted islands. I'm not sure. I doubt it, but possibly. David Goggins. Yeah, I mean, David Goggins would be a good one, but he'd probably want to motivate you to like run in sand. And I'd be like, oh my God, man. And I don't know how adventurous, like how what's the word? How island-esque he would be, how survivalist he'd be, right? Like, I mean, David Goggins is a machine, right? Like, he can fucking work out, he can motivate, all this stuff. You probably wouldn't lose hope with David Goggins. But would he know how to make a bed? Would he know how to start a fire? I don't know. I hope so. He was like a Marine or something, so maybe. Tiger Bro, hi. What's going on? We got Tiger Bro and Spring Ass. Eddie, Bear Giles. I had that response too, but to me it has to be female. I would rather have a lot shorter of a lifespan and be stuck with a female that I could tolerate than have a longer lifespan and... no release, if you can read between those lines. I would need some sort of humanistic touch. I couldn't see Bear Giles and I getting very comfortable under a hammock. I don't think so. Feeding each other coconut water is not a visual that I care to have. But I don't know any females. You know what I mean? Like I watched Naked and Afraid a few times, but there's not like a name that's synonymous to me with survival and females. And I'm not saying anything bad about the female gender. I'm just saying I don't know. But wouldn't that be something if Katy Perry secretly loves to camp and she like hunts her own shit? I don't think so. But, you know, that's cool. Tiger Bro and Spring Ass all in the same chat. Hey-o. Do we want to play a guess in 10 game? Do we want to guess our animals? Should we check the votes? All these things are up to you, and I just dropped the game of Would You Rather, which is fine. You belong on the floor because you're dirty and you're naughty. Just fall. It is a Monday. And the sad thing is, the last few weeks, Tuesdays and Wednesdays have also felt like Mondays, which is such a clusterfuck in my brain. It's like, can just these days be independent, standalone days? Like, for once, can a Tuesday feel like a Tuesday? With exception of the Mondays. The Mondays feel like Mondays. I'd say yesterday, 3/4 of my day felt like Sunday and felt pretty good. And then today just feels like a fucking... Ugh. Yeah. All right, we've got Guess in 10. For those that have never played or those watching at home or on the toilet browsing through my shit, hello and welcome. Willkommen if you're German. This is a game called Guess in 10, where I read 10 different various clues. The max I can ask you or deliver to you for clues is 10. The goal is to guess the correct animal in as few clues as humanly possible. Questions? Didn't think so. Let's roll. Oh. Why did you make me do this fighting because you see everybody die? I don't think that's to me. You do this, you're fighting because everybody die. I don't think that's for me. Of an animal. Okay, sorry. I read comments. And if you comment on any of my videos, I will respond, guaranteed. That is a fact You can ask anybody in chat. That's what I do. That's all through all media platforms. As long as I know, I did have a comment on TikTok yesterday that was restricted because it said, "What the fuck am I watching?" And that was in regards to yesterday's release, day 125 in a row. It was called, spoiler, which is going to hit YouTube at 6:30 tonight, Dad Bod Season. I did say viewer discretion is advised in the title. Sometimes I am nutty. I am nutty like most all the time. And I like to change things up once in a while, and I like to break the formula, and I like to do crazy fucking shit. And so yesterday, I dabbled in crazy fucking shit, and it felt good to do. And when something usually feels good to do, that's when I lose followers and subscribers and thumbs up. But fuck it, I still stand by it. I think it's funny. It's Looney Tunes, and I like Looney Tunes. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. What the fuck? Guess at 10. All right, your first clue is, my tongue weighs as much as an elephant. Wowzers. My tongue weighs as much as an elephant. How heavy are elephants? Aren't they like 2,000 pounds? Alexa, how heavy are elephants?
An elephant typically weighs between 6,600 pounds and 12,000 pounds when fully grown.
Holy fuck, did you guys hear that? An elephant weighs between 6,600 and 12,000 pounds? So this animal's tongue weighs the same as an elephant? We'll just call it 10,000 pounds. 10,000 pounds for a tongue? Think of the oral. Fuck, unbelievable. Spring ass. Oh, we've got tons of whales. Yeah, they're just jokes hit me. But can you guess the color of the whale? It is a whale, but it has a color before the whale. It's like catchphrase. I don't want the whole phrase. I do have catchphrase around here too, but we would need more people to play catchphrase. I found that out the hard way. I tried to play catchphrase when there were 2 people in chat. Didn't really work out well. Give me the color of the whale, please. But you guys are right. It is 100% a whale. It is not a black whale, spring ass, but you're close. Black and blank. What would it be? You have me black and blank. Blue whale. They're just jokes. You got it right. Hip, hip, hooray. The other clues, yeah, blue whale. And do we want to know? Oh, just so you know, you cannot domesticate a blue whale. Just so you know. Like if you're playing at home and you think you want to get dad a good gift, a belated Father's Day gift, you can't get him a whale because they can't be domesticated. Just so you know. The more you know, rainbow. Hey-oh, hallelujah. Let's roll. Do we want to play any other games? Do we want to do anything? We can end early. It is a Monday. It's fine. I have a sketch to do somehow. It is tough because I'm independent, so that means I have to hold the phone literally with one hand, act and play the performance of other characters in that sketch by myself. Not poor me, it's just a thing. The train keeps rolling, right? It keeps moving, right? And then after that, I'm going to grill out because I have some cheeseburgers and really, really large hot dogs. My lady got me end session, end stream spring ass. I love your honesty. Yeah, there's no more content. There's no more substance here. Your polls so far, 0% for M&Ms. Nobody likes M&Ms. Really, that's nobody's favorite. That's shocking to me. I like all of them. I think if I were to rank them, currently I prefer the peanut butter M&Ms as 1 because when I get upset or I want to be a jerk, I smash them and it takes a little bit of an energy and a pinch to make them squish. And that for some reason, they just taste better when they're squished, at least to me. Second would be peanuts, and then plain would be last place. Skittles, 40. Skittles and Kit Kats tied for first. That's unbelievable. And peanut butter cups taking it in the rear at third place. You know, it's fine. Here's the thing with the peanut butter cups to me. Like standard peanut butter cups on their own, I kind of dislike. I don't even enjoy. Because they get powdery depending on how old they are. And nobody knows how old a Reese's peanut butter cup is. Like, nobody knows this. It's one of those, like, what's on the Titanic? Like, nobody knows how were the pyramids made. When do I throw out my peanut butter cups? But if you buy the shaped ones for holidays, you know, like the Christmas trees and the pumpkins and the Easter eggs, those are fucking delicious. And those are amazing. Why can't standard Reese's peanut butter cups be as good as the shaped ones? Or the white ones? And it's not a racist thing. I just like white chocolate more than regular chocolate. If I had to live in a world where regular chocolate didn't exist, I'd be fine with that. If it was just dark chocolate or white chocolate, I'm all into that. That'd be fine. Have you had dark chocolate Kit Kats? They're delicious. Black or blue? I got first End Stream. Yes, spring. End Stream. We got 2 votes for End Stream. Wow. Yikes. More animal game. More games, man. I like this. Who remembers Gushers? I love Gushers. What's your favorite Gusher flavor? Red. Red was mine. I liked green and blue, I think. Green and blue were fine. I think there was orange and yellow, and those I would just throw. Like, I don't know if they had a destination in which I threw them. Thanks so much for the emojis and the hearts. I really appreciate it. Spring has 2 stars. Like, am I 2 out of 5? That's what you'd rate. We got a 6 thumbs up. Hey-oh, thank you so much. We're almost to 10. I don't think 10 is even close. It's not even in our rear view mirror. I think there is a vote. Maybe that should be the vote tomorrow. Should I end the stream? Yes or no? That'll be the vote. should I end the stream? They are awesome with Sprite. I totally agree. You know what I like? I like those shark bites. If you're old enough, they used to be just gummy, like a gummy bear, like a fruit snack. And they were different colored sharks. For some reason, they had like... They were more chewy. They were like a tougher to bite into fruit snack. I love them. And they had white and they had like a blue and white too, which was really good. No or yes. No or yes for ending the stream. I mean, if you guys want me to leave, I'll leave. It's fine. I'm just hanging out. Like, I'm not dreading creating the sketch, but I don't have it completely etched out. And then at some point I want to grill, and at some point I got to work out in some format and fashion. Like, all these things are going to happen. It's just like, I prefer to do the shit in the morning, right? So like when I come to the stream and I get done with the stream, I'm like, okay, that's the last thing I have to get done for the day, right? Like that. But five stars. Thank you so much, Spring Ass. So I will send it in the next stream. I don't know. We can play one more Guess in 10 if you want to. If you want to play Guess in 10 once more, we can do that. More trivia games. Oh, yeah. The fruit roll-up ones. Yeah, I like fruit roll-ups too. Or fruit by the foot. Is that a barf or a money emoji? I can't see. Spring asks, what are you saying no to? Spring asks, do you want me to end the stream? Is that what it is? I can. Yes, you do. Tiger Bro, you want me to... I'm so lost. You either love me or you hate me or you just want some games. Either way, I will give you... This one's pretty easy. So, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, maybe. We'll see. Okay, we'll do one more of these and see where we land, right? It is optional, people. If you don't like what I'm doing, you don't have to hang around. But I am grateful for the thumbs up. I'm grateful for the emojis. I'm grateful for the comments. Grateful for the subscribers. Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging around. Okay. Your clue. I cannot see the colors red and green. I did not know this about this animal. Because it is an animal. I'm giving nothing away by saying it's an animal. I had no idea. And I'm in a state in which this animal resides. It is not a dog, but I cannot see the colors red and green. I had no idea. Fun fact. A buzzword would be, let's go with large. Your buzzword is large. And this can be domesticated. We love when something can be domesticated. There's a gentleman on YouTube and social media that... has videos centered around this animal that they feed and help cook. It is hilarious to me. I fucking adore it. I don't like a whole lot of content on the internet because I think a lot of it's just watered down, recycled bullshit. But this is an original concept that I like a lot. It is not a dog, nor cat, nor wolf, nor lion. Again, I cannot see the colors red and green. I am large, and I can, yes, be domesticated. So you could get one as a pet, have it in your living room, sleep with it in your bed if you could. It would take a lot of manpower to build a bed that would sustain this animal. It is significantly less in pounds than a whale's tongue, aka a elephant, if you heard that from earlier. 6 thumbs. I love the thumbs. Thank you so much. It is not a parrot. No. Second clue. I chew my food for up to 8 hours a day. I didn't know this either. I'm learning a shit ton. There was somebody here yesterday that was amazing. And I wrote down 2 birds that I actually looked up because they told me that those were her favorite birds. I think it was a her. Sorry if it was a him. And I looked it up and I was very intrigued, and they're not around today. It's fine. It is a cow. It is a cow. Spring asks his mom. Oh my God, that was funny. Okay, we're updating music based on your listening. Okay, YouTube. YouTube just always wants to tell me things and then not tell me anything. Like why shadow banned, why they're not pushing my shit out to viewers, why they're not promoting. But they want to tell me, hey, we're listening to you while you listen to YouTube music. Fucking silly. Okay, but I'm going to read. It is a cow. You are correct. Ding, ding, dong. I think it is fitting that I ring the cow bell. We'll do it quietly. But yes, very good job. It is a cow as I ring the cowbell. I want to know more about the cow. I think these are very interesting facts. So just top down. Clues. I cannot see the colors red and green. I did not know that about a cow. Did anybody? Well, I think if anybody knew that, they would have guessed cow and the game would have been over by now. I chew my food for up to 8 hours a day. Had no idea. No idea. They've got a spectacular tongue too, cows do. I have udders that produce milk. I knew that. I am in Wisconsin. We are the dairy state. Buzzwords were large mammal and herd. Facts are farm herbivore. So they don't eat meat, but they sure like the branches. Four-legged and can be domesticated. There you go. That's a cow. Yeah, it is pretty fun. I love these games. I personally am more of a would you rather. But I did order another version of Guess in 10 that should be here tomorrow. Hopefully, depending. Thank you so much for the hearts. I'm grateful. You're roasting each other. That's great. I knew that because I lived on a farm when I was younger. That's great. Yeah. I mean, I am born in Wisconsin. I live there right now. You can hear it, the nasally in my voice. If I was in the state of Ohio, which fuck Ohio, but they have no accent there, like my accent would dissipate and go away. I wouldn't be nearly as nasal because I kind of respond to those people that are around me, right? But I'm in Wisconsin, so the people I talk to always say milk and backs and all that shit, and it's just fucking tough. Now you want me to keep going. Now you want me to keep going. You wanted me to stop, and now you want me to keep going. I will do this. I will do another would you rather. Oh, okay. This is a very simplistic one. You can just say A or B. A is, would you rather, all your food is always too salty. So your French fries. Did you know that if you cry in your French fries, it becomes too salty? I found that out the hard way in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Okay. Would you rather, A, all your food is too salty, or B, all your food is always burnt? Ouch. Everything you taste, everything you lick, it's burnt. Suckers, toast, steak, burnt. Same token. Those three things and so much more. Too salty. Too salty. I don't like my scrambled eggs salty. I don't like that. I don't like that madness. I don't want my hot dogs to be too full of salt, even though they mostly are. I don't want my peanut butter cups. I don't want my Christmas tree peanut butter cups to be too salty. They're a sweet item. So again, A, all your food is too salty, or B, all your food is always burnt. I would rather A. I would rather my food be too salty because I could offset the salt with sugar or something else. Paprika, perhaps, or some pepper, perhaps. Anything that starts with a P, perhaps. You can't fix burnt. The only way you can fix burnt is throw it the fuck away. So if you have pizza and it's burnt, which I don't mind burnt pizza, by the way, mac and cheese would be a good example. If you've ever been drunk and put on mac and cheese, thought it was a good idea, ramen noodles, and you fucking burn it, it tastes like shit, even if you're drunk, and everything tastes better usually when you're drunk. But salty I can fix with pepper, sugar, other spices, add cheese to it, things like that. Hey, yeah. Can I use sauces? Of course you are. Of course you are. Of course you can. Yes, you can use sauces. Sauces are the spice of life. You know what I mean? To me, they say varieties, the spice of life. Yeah, variety of sauces. I'm a dipper. I love to dip things. If I could dip anything, I would dip, like if I could dip peanut butter cups into fucking pink frosting, I would. I mean, I can. I guess that's not a good example. More animal games. Oh man, I don't mind playing the animal games. That's not it. I like these conversations that make you think, right? These conversations that are like, oh gosh, well, if I had to fucking choose, would I rather have my foot or my hand, right? Like, oh my God, like that's such a morbid thought to even think of. You don't want to think about it. But if it came down to it and you were forced into it, I would rather lose, golly, I'd rather lose my foot, I think. Oh God, that's a morbid one. That's tough. That's a tough one to figure out. Tiger Bro, hello. We'll do one last game of Guess and 10 and then see where we lie, but then that's probably going to be that for today, as I do have to film an original sketch today. Trivia games. Yeah, I would love to. There is the Would You Rather. The Trivial Pursuit's kind of a stretch because it's geared toward. Thank you so much for the heart emojis. I appreciate that. It's geared toward a much older audience for the most part. You know what I mean? Like a lot of them are not going to know that like Istanbul is the capital of Turkey, which I made up. Could be true. I don't know. But Istanbul could be its own country. I don't know. I'm fucking 42 and I don't know the world unless I've traveled there, which I've traveled to many countries. But you know, they're difficult, right? Like Tom Hanks co-starred with who in Splash? Like, how many of you are gonna know what the movie Splash was? You know, I don't know. I would love to. But we need a game that's more faceted and fixed for this kind of demographic. Burnt is not that bad. I don't know. It depends on the food, man. Like, I mean, I guess like burnt lasagna, you're okay. I think if you burn pasta, maybe you're right. But if you burn like fucking fish, game over, right? Especially if you're paying good money for it. Like if you're paying good money for lobster or crab and it's fucking burnt, it sucks. All right, Guess in 10. Again, if you're just watching at home and fast forward this, you don't know what the fuck it is. I give clues so you, the viewer, the watcher, can pick the correct. Wrong guesses cost you nothing, just like liking, subscribing. Oh, we lost a fucking like. I hate that. I don't like how you can remove the thumbs. I feel like that is my currency and I've earned that. Shame on you if you removed a thumb. You could have just left the stream. Anyway, I digress. So basically, I guess I give you these clues. There's clues, buzzwords, and facts, and you have to try to guess the correct animal in as few of clues as possible. Man, I would just love to know who the fuck removed the thumb. That pisses me off. Juana, man. Yeah. Let's keep it rolling until 5:15. Nope, doubtful. Especially if I keep losing thumbs. That is demoralizing and depressing and deflating. There's my 3Ds. That's alliteration. That should be a cowbell. But every time I ring the cowbell, I lose a thumb. It's very counterintuitive. Fucking shit. It bums me out, man. It's just like, it's somebody like, to me, I have my wallet open and I just got done working and somebody takes money out of my wallet that I just received. It really hurts my feelings. Hate it. Anyway, I like the emojis. I appreciate you guys sticking around. This will be the last one because I don't want to remove thumbs. I want to gain thumbs. Okay. I have the longest lifespan amongst all land animals. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate that. I have the longest lifespan amongst all land animals. I didn't even have to read it from the card. I read it from my dome. Like, yeah. Elephant. No. Good guess, though. Let's give you a buzzword. Shell. I think shell in conjunction with this clue probably can seal the deal. Again, I have the longest lifespan amongst all land animals. If you want a fun fact, it can be domesticated. You can put it inside your bedroom if you can care for it. Crocodile. No, you can't put your crocodile in a bedroom. I've seen people do it. I've lived in Florida a few times. It is bonkers that people try to domesticate alligators and crocodiles, usually when they're babies, but it is not that. Thank God it's not that. It's not a lizard. Tortoise. We'll give it to you. Tortoise. They are just jokes. Tortoise and turtle. Yeah, we'll take both. The spider, tiger bro, sadly not a spider. But we have a tortoise. Great job, guys. Okay, I will finish just in case we want to learn more about the tortoise. The clues were, I have the longest lifespan amongst all animals, land animals. Okay. Slow and steady wins the race. The tortoise sure does, pal. I'm often found in groups called creeps. If I'm reading that right. I think creeps is CREEPS or one E. It's either crepes or creeps. I think it's creeps, but CREEPS. Either way. There it is. There is your tortoise. There is your third Guess in 10 animal of the day. Thank you so much. I think they're just jokes. We've already lost several thumbs, which I have to shake off. I have to live in the smell of that fart, and I have to re-begin my day by filming today's sketch. Today is number 126 in a row, and I have to figure something out. I have to figure it out before probably 6 p.m., so I have 2 hours to figure this out. But as always, I want to say thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys hanging around, the communication, the fun, the games, the Monday madness. Certainly does feel like a Monday, does it not? Thanks for hanging out with me. And I know your time is valuable, so I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for watching at home. Those of you that caught this live broadcast after it was live, thank you so much. If Joe Rogan is watching, you can call my cell phone at any point. Email is the first thing you see in my description on YouTube. Second thing, line below the email is going to be my cell phone number. Text or call anytime, Joe Rogan. Thank you so much. Have a lovely afternoon. And I end every live stream with this. You can say it out loud, say it internally, or do pretty much anything except for retracting your messages or your thumbs. No retractions. No retractions ever, please. Will you be live again? I will tomorrow, God willing, at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you're on the East Coast, that would be 4 p.m. If you're in the mountains, that would be 2 p.m. If you're in Los Angeles, where the chaos is ensuing, that would be 1 p.m. If you're in Las Vegas for some reason, that would also be 2 p.m. You can give me any city in the United States, and I'll try to figure out mentally. If you're in Atlanta, Georgia, that would be 4 p.m. The time zones. I'm the big of the ocean. I like it. So, yeah, I will be live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Spring ass. Yeah. Well, I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much. But this is how I end all the streams. Something amazing is going to happen today. Something amazing is going to happen today. Something amazing is going to happen today to you. I just know it. And if you believe it, say amen, either internally or whatever. But yeah, I believe that. I wholeheartedly believe, even through the chaos, the ruckus, and the madness of a Monday, something amazing and mostly triumphant is going to happen to you in some format, whether or not you get a special Rice Krispie treat after your meal tonight, your favorite shows on TV. I don't know. Your angry dad goes to bed early. I'm not sure. Maybe your wife doesn't snore tonight. Whoever, but something amazing is going to happen to you and for you. I just know it. And to me as well. Amen. Thank you, Tiger Bro. I appreciate it, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow around 3 p.m. I am consistently inconsistent, so it could be plus or minus a few minutes in any direction. Thank you so much again. I appreciate it. Stay nutty out there. I stay on my lives anywhere between 30 minutes and an hour. If I had more people, YouTube doesn't like to give me people. If I had more people, I would stay on probably for like hours and hours and hours, honestly. But you take what you get what you get, and you don't make a fit, right? So thanks so much. Have a wonderful day.